I guess now we know what the JP devs meant by not episode 7, but I was not expecting this. So this is what they had up their sleeve for the 20th anniversary. There's no script here, so I'm still trying to process my thoughts and digest all of this. I don't really follow Xbox all that much, none of their IPs really interest me, but this certainly got my attention. Now, we all kind of suspected the game was going to get a graphical overhaul, since it's not going to be handcuffed to the Vita anymore. This still leaves a bunch of questions though, like how much of the core game is going to change and what isn't, what's going to carry over, what isn't, and if the gear we've been farming is going to be made irrelevant. This isn't the first time they've made major changes to the game, though nowhere near as drastic. Someone on Twitter asked if our current characters would matter, and their response was yes. We will share more on that soon. Thanks for the support, Arcs. So I guess this means the game is essentially getting the Realm Reborn treatment, but Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 was a dumpster fire and a blight on the Final Fantasy brand. They kinda had to rebuild it like they did. PSO2 on the other hand has done pretty well over the past 8 years, but it was always handcuffed by the limited Vita hardware, and if you ever play that version, you'll know what I'm talking about. They even had their own separate set of blocks hived off from the PC and PS4 players because the Vita can only handle so much information at a time. Going back to Final Fantasy XIV, if you're not familiar with what happened in Realm Reborn, they took the main game down for about a year and change while they completely revamped it, and when they brought it back, everyone who played 1.0 got to keep their characters, their levels, and their gear, but everything was completely overhauled. But even 3 expansions deep, they're still dealing with the relics of the old code from 1.0, holding them back from doing some things they've wanted to do in the game for a while. There's a number of things I'd like to see them do with this thing, but 2 really stick out. First is keep the core gameplay intact. I mean, yeah, make some balance changes, but don't make us relearn the whole thing. Second is, give us some kind of cinematic mode to go with our extensive character creation options. Something like Final Fantasy XIV's G-Pose. If you don't know what that is, G-Pose is a feature in FF14 that lets you play with lighting, time of day, do emotes, and freeze them in a certain spot. You can do the same thing with battle actions too. It's pretty crazy what people have been able to do with it. And I guess a third would be, I don't know, this sounds crazy, but let all the regions play together. That seems to be the direction they're pushing this, though, considering how quickly NA has been vomiting out content over the past several months, and will continue to do so for the rest of the year. But yeah, this has never been a better time to be a PSO2 fan. I've never been more excited about supporting or creating content for a game any more than I have with this. I am so glad that I came back to it in February of this year. Anyway, that's gonna wrap things up. What do you guys think? What are you hoping to see from all of this? Let me know in the comments below. I also stream on Twitch, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday evenings, and the occasional weekend stream in the afternoon. Feel free to pop on by and say hi, maybe bounce some theories, and let's talk. Thanks for watching. Take care.